Welcome back, Portal Masters. SCL Matt here with another live SCL unboxing. Today, just the one box. If you follow me on Twitter, you will have seen that box. And actually, this is the only box I have in my possession at the moment. I have some more on the way, but I've kind of gotten caught up with things. I think this happened a little bit because I was on vacation the first 2 weeks in January, and I didn't do as much purchasing as I would normally do. Um, and I think that's catching up with me this week. So we'll see how much actually gets delivered this week and how much I can get into the shop this week. But the update may be a little bit smaller than in past weeks. We'll see. We'll see how things go. In any case, there is one box here today. We're going to go through it. I think it should be decent. And we'll see what you think about it. So I am going to go ahead and get my screen up here. And first container we have is this wonderful green Swap Force cube. It's not quite a cube, but we'll call it that anyway, just because we can. And first thing I see is the best in-game variant ever. Quick Draw Rattleshake. Gotta love that. Shoot. I have Trap Team in the console right now, and if I'm gonna have swappers, I don't know if I'm gonna. The problem with Trap Team is it's got to reset top and bottom separately. That's why I really don't like it. But Skadooshed, Martin, Portal Master Games, Skylanders Addiction, welcome. Portal Master Games, you hit 100 subs. Congratulations. That's huge. That's huge. Well done. Keep it going. Don't stop. Keep those videos coming. The way to keep growing. But this figure in particular looks like it hasn't been played with. So we'll see if any of these have been played with. Maybe the resetting portion won't matter today. I can get away with it. Anyway, there is also a night shift. Let's see if there's any levels on these or not. Oh, there's at least a hat, so I'm going to have to reset that. Oh, yeah, he maxed him out. Okay. So there's your max level 20. And in this game in particular, or I think in Swap Force, the max gold was 65,535. For whatever reason, they decided that was the max. Who knows? But I may reset the old way just so I don't have to switch games. But we'll see how this goes if I get annoyed with it. Yeah, Skadooshed, really hoping for a breeze. I know. I'll do what I can, but like I say, I can never guarantee any specific figures. Like that's just not something I can do with the way I buy things. Like if people aren't selling them, I can't buy them. I can't just go to Activision and say, "Hey, I'd like to buy all the figures you have," which actually I would love to do. If there is like some mysterious warehouse out there yet of unsold figures, like count me in. Count me in. Ardioka, welcome. G-Man, you eagerly awaiting your shipments. Sounds great. Robert, yeah, you haven't been in the stream in a while. Yeah, the new setup, it's something we've been playing around with. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. What else we got in here? We got a legendary night shift as well. And we'll get through some of these quicker. There is Spyrise, And do sense a theme here. We have a Magna Charge and the Nitro Magna Charge. We got a Stink Bomb. And a Gorilla Drilla. There is our Doomstone. And a Rubble Rouser. Looking for that Jade Firecracken. We'll see what we can get. There's Free Ranger. And naturally then a legendary Free Ranger. And we've had all the variants so far, so Jade Firecracken I don't think it's too far out of the question. But there's Boom Jet. And then we need to switch over to the other half of this case. But yeah, they really maxed out these characters. The swappers so far, they didn't. It looks like they didn't play with the variants, but the standard figures have been level 20 with max gold and the volcano hat. So like they made them as powerful as they could possibly be. All right. In the second half, we have Trap Shadow. Frogmouth, Venomex, welcome. Martin, anything special happen at the auctions? I don't think so. Man, what was last week? Oh, we had the damaged Robo sold for 226. I feel like there was something that was a little bit unexpected. I don't recall offhand what it was though. Maybe not, because it was mostly damaged items last week. So like we had a damaged mystery box that went for like $66. There you go. Skadooshed, it is certainly looking that way. At least we got all the swappers here. There's Hoot Loop. Along with our variant Enchanted Hoot Loop. Got to get our Blast Zone on. Along with the Dark Blast Zone. Am I okay with how much the Robo sold for? Yeah, I'm okay with it. So yeah, I've been dealing with the seller has been really good about it. But okay, so I don't know if anybody else has ever tried to like go through with an insurance claim from UPS, but it's a stupid process. And I think I'm actually just gonna eat my losses and continue on with my day, because they were going into like, okay, he submitted the claim, he submitted some pictures, he submitted some information, some comparable data to verified costs or value of the figures and stuff like that, like other eBay listings. And he went through all this stuff, and then they're like, yeah, we want to send out an inspector to your house to look at the figures. And I'm like, well, one, I don't have the figures anymore. And two, that seems like overkill. That seems super invasive to me for a relatively small insurance claim. Like I'm not claiming my house got burned down. Like I'm claiming figures got damaged in shipment. And I mean, like, what is this? This inspector isn't some Skylanders expert that's going to be able to come out and say, "Oh yeah, this definitely broke in shipment," or this is supposed to go here, this piece is missing, or I I don't get it. Like my only thought is that's part of their ultimate plan is people won't want to do that, and so they won't have to pay the claim if people won't complete the process. Um, so yeah, not super thrilled with how UPS is handling it. Um, the seller has been great, so I can't blame him for that. It's not his fault. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, this is my first experience with trying to claim something with UPS, and if that's how it always goes, that is awful. That is awful. Um, so we'll see how that goes, but I'm not expecting to get anything back out of that, unfortunately. Um, but I'm like, as soon as like, yeah, they want to send an inspector to your house to view the items. I'm like, no, no, I like a little bit of privacy, and there's no reason for that. No reason. Yeah, Jindigo, welcome, and yes, I will keep selling those damaged mystery boxes. Kobe, so far, we're looking at a bunch of swappers, uh, Doomstone included, all the variants included. Slowly resetting them as I pull out a Jade Firecracken. There you go. Jade Firecracken. Just what you're hoping for. Along with the standard Firecracken, of course. Got Freeze Blade. Followed by exactly what you would expect in Nitro Freeze Blade. Why am I doing this in Trap Team instead of Imaginators? One, because that's a game that I happen to have in the console at the time. Two, I know exactly what's in this lot, and I know I can do it all in Trap Team. And three, so I don't have to switch games later on. The one thing I didn't calculate is I forgot that I have to reset all the swappers separately. I did not calculate that into my decision to stay in Trap Team. There's Washbuckler and your Dark Washbuckler. And finally, there is Rattleshake. We already had Quick Draw Rattleshake at the beginning. But I do believe that should be all 16 swappers along with all the swappable variants. All right. Set you. And like I said, I'm pretty sure they didn't use the variants. Oh, maybe they used Jade Firecracker. Nope, just put the hat on them. Great. So I still have to reset the top. Oh, not the bottom, just the top. All right. Yeah, Jindigo, I do have a huge backlog of damaged figures. So I am trying to get rid of a few more of those one way or another. Portal Master Games, you made a website for Skylanders collection. I mean, just for your own personal collection? Like, I have a website to track your collection, right? collectioncrossing.com if you want to use that. But if you made a website, I'm curious. I know you can't post a URL here, but if you can just type it out with like spaces or whatever, I'd check out your website. Oh, but but then you saw my website. Okay, okay. I see what's going on. Didn't even think about that there. Um, Courtney, welcome. Yeah, the seller definitely liked his collections. This is definitely a collector's collection. These are all the figures are all very clean. They look like they're fresh out of the box. Very well cared for. Skadoosh needs a breeze and then he's done. All right, if you say so, man. You say so. Chatterbug got a good haul last weekend. Blastertron, Grave Clobber, Dark Pyramid, Tide Pool, and Chop Scotch for $20. Nice. I've heard good things about Game Exchange. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any game exchanges near me, which is unfortunate because they do seem to have Skylanders and decent amounts of them. Like people have sent me pictures, and whenever I ask, it's like, yeah, that's a game exchange. I'm like, really? I Yeah, decent selection, decent prices. Like I almost want to take a road trip to find some game exchange stores just to see if I can find anything out there. But yeah, we'll get through some of these swapper resets here and then I mean, if you haven't figured it out yet, you can probably guess what the rest of the slot is if you want to stick around for it or not. I understand if you don't, but um this was a collector. This was a collector. Suppose I can start unloading them. This is going to take a little while with the swappers here. All right. The second one here, I'll flip this over quickly so you can see it a little easier. Is in this case here, it's usually we have the Spyro's Adventure cases, but these are the actual Swap Force ones. They made a very similar style. That has a double zipper and then has like the play mat on the inside type of thing. But yeah, I once again, even these bags are in really good condition. I don't know. I'm trying to remember if we've had this Swap Force bag before or not. And we've had a bunch of different ones now. I'll have to look up on the website. Artie, when can we see another series from your channel? What do you mean another series? Like what series are you looking for? Like I'm still technically in the middle of the Figure Focus series. I haven't completed that one. I'm only about halfway through that series technically. So I mean that's probably I'm probably not going to start another series until I finish that one. All right, what we got in this bag here? We got series 3 series. Deep dive. No, Anchors Away. There we go. Anchors Away, Go Grunt. I'll get this right. Don't worry. Some of these variants out of the way that he hasn't used. We'll reset those just fine. Ooh, there we go. We got Scratch. I'm sure someone out there is looking for a Scratch, but it is not scratched, thankfully. Man, I don't understand. Like, he didn't use these figures, but he put them on the portal and put a hat on them. Why? I don't know. That seems odd to me. There is Riptide. And your Series 2 Blizzard Chill. One of my favorites, Punk Shock. Skadooshed. Got a new cat and she stole your thumb truck. I I thought you said you just needed a breeze and then you're done. But now you need a thumb truck too? Well, there is a Series 1 Star Strike. And we got ourselves Series 1 Bumble Blast. There's Zulu. Oh, this just happened. Your cat just stole your thumb truck. All right. Fair enough. I'll have to update that title for you. There's Wind Up. And a Dune Bug. Series 1 Countdown. Got Roller Brawl. Toy Jammy missing normal Star Strike. Oh, but you have a light core twice. Well, yeah. The light core and Series 1 Star Strikes, for me, the pose is just way too similar. Like, I understand they're different, and I understand all the differences, but it's super, super easy to confuse them. There is a Series 1 Grim Creeper. Got our Series 2 Pop Fizz, Super Gulp Pop Fizz. Series 3 Mega Ram Spyro. When will we see another episode of Figure Focus? I don't have a timetable for that right now. I really don't. My main focus right now is the store and helping you complete your collection. So that's kind of been put up on the back burner a little bit. Um, I'll have videos come out at random times, usually early in the week when I get around to making other videos. And that could potentially be a figure focus, but the figure focus videos take quite a bit of time to put together, actually. Um, more than your average video, I would say. Um, so yeah, I just don't get to them as quickly as I hope most of the time. But there's a Series 3 Ninja Stealth Elf. Yeah, Chatterbug. I'm with you there. Yeah, Grim Creeper took me a little while to really remember which was light core and which was the standard figure. Like over time, I got my touch points and like, okay, if they have something sticking in the ground, it's more likely that they're light core. So like his staff is stuck in the ground, that's light core. And enchanted or sorry, light core Star Strike, you check the eyes because in Series 1 they're definitely painted, where the light core, that's what glows, so they're kind of like clear plastic. And so little things like that I have to check, and I can't just rely on the pose necessarily. Have I gotten a damaged Series 1 Grim Creeper? I just had a damaged Grim Creeper. It may have been light core though. I don't remember if that was this week or last week. I did some unboxings earlier this week off camera. Maybe it was in there. I'd have to go back and check. But yeah, I feel like I recently got a damaged Grim Creeper, and I don't know if it was my gut says it was a light core, but I could be wrong on that. There's Series 3 Phantom Cinder. And a Series 2 heavy duty sprocket. Got a Series 3 twin blade chop chop. And a Series 3 Big Bang trigger happy. Yeah, so I would agree the most similar light core pose is Warnado. The only problem is the only reason I don't bring that one up as much is it's from a different game. So you just check for the green or blue base and you know which one you have. Whereas like the Grim Creeper and the Star Strike that we're talking about both came out in Swap Force, and so that was more confusing. All right, there's your Series 1 Frino. And there's my boy Thornhorn Camo, Series 2. Got our Series 3 Lava Barf Eruptor. Who's my favorite in Superchargers? Man, I don't even know. I mean, I've probably told you like, or no, no. So like if we're talking like returning, even though they're all new, Roller Brawl, I really like her in there. Roller Brawl's figure and I mean gameplay too. But I also really like Nightfall. Nightfall was very, very well done, I think. There is, speaking of Smolder Dash, Series 1 Smolder Dash. And how about a Series 2 Firebone Hot Dog with his tail intact? It's been probably a few months since we've seen this one in store. But that'll be going up on Saturday. Let me get a few more common guys here. Got Scorp and a Slobbertooth. Got our Series 3 Hyper Beam Prison Break. Kobe, yes, I have gotten Series 2 Hot Dog with no tail. I mean, I sold it months ago, but yeah, I have gotten one, maybe two even. Yeah, Hot Dog's tail is just no matter what series we're talking about, it's kind of on the fragile side. Chatterbug, no, he will not be auctioned. He will just go up in the shop. Really? Put Hot Dog in auction? I mean, okay. We'll take a quick poll here. Do you think Series 2 Hot Dog, Firebone Hot Dog, the one I just got, should it go up in auction this week? Like, if I'm going to do it, it'll be this week. So yeah, let me know. Yes or no. Should I put it up in auction? We got our Series 3 Horn Blast Whirlwind. Series 2 Turbo Jetpack. A lot of no's there. A lot of no's. Zario, to join VIP, the address is actually right down at the bottom of the screen there. Supportscl.com. That'll redirect you to the page you need to go to. Otherwise, if you're on the SkylandersCharacterList.com website, you can just in the main menu click on SCL VIP, and there will be a sign up button there. But yeah, otherwise, if you go to supportscl.com, it'll redirect you to that page. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of no's for putting hot dog up for auction. So I think he'll just go in the shop. Put a Series 1 Guild Grunt up for auction. No. No. He's in the shop if you need him. There's Popthorn. And a Series 3 Knockout Terrafin. Jake, no, we have not gotten Enigma today. As you can maybe tell from the title of this stream and everything you've seen so far, or maybe you just got here so you haven't seen many figures so far, but this is basically just Swap Force today. This entire lot. Yeah, Kobe. Right now, that's about where we're at. Robo Wildstorm, Chompy Mage. Yeah, and Green Trillipede. We've talked about that one. Like, I've only ever gotten my hands on 2 Green Trillipedes. So haven't really had that much chance to put them up for auction. But yeah, that's the plan going forward. If next time I get my hands on one. All right. So this lot, like I said, actually had 2 bags like this. So I had one big cube and then 2 of these bags, all specifically for Swap Force. So yeah, that's there. Hey Cody, welcome. I hope you enjoy the stream. Jake, yeah, all you need is Doomstone. We did get Doomstone today, so that'll be going up in the shop on Saturday. Skadooshed. I mean, I don't know much. What like I've said, like putting starter packs together. Like I would have to do them for every console. That doesn't always make sense. I don't usually have the games in stock, so there wouldn't be much I could do for starter packs. Even if we're just saying like the starter pack figures. Well, like I selling starter pack figures for a discount. I already sell starter pack figures for 99 cents a piece. Like I don't know how much more I can discount them. So I don't know. What like I don't see a lot of point in doing that. Um the way the shop has been going now and just trying to like it's just been a struggle to keep any figures in stock. Like I don't see a huge need, I guess, to put any kind of like starter packs up there. Like I do have the bundles up there for the first 3 games, and those sell decently. Oh, as a way to get rid of the Mountain of Portals, I mean, I all the entire month of January, I had the deal up there that you buy a portal and you get 10% off your entire order, which to me is better than a starter pack. Um, and it got rid of some of the portals, not all of them, but like I still have dozens of portals that aren't even listed on the site. Uh, I mean, like the Traptanium portals always get listed because they sell out quick. But it's like the Swap Force portals that everybody already has and nobody wants. Those just keep piling up. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to keep experimenting with that and see what we can do about those portals. We can we've talked about, maybe customizing them or painting them somehow and making them special that way and selling off. But even then, like, how many can we actually customize? Because that takes a lot of time and effort from somebody to do that. Because I'm not going to be able to do that for all of them, even if they would sell. I don't know. It's one of those things. I think it's just gonna. I'm gonna have to cut my losses at some point. There's a lot of portals. I mean, yeah, something like spend $30 more and get a free portal. I mean, the thing is, people don't want the portals. So I would be saying, like, the part, like, me as a customer would say, like, man, I better make sure I only spend $25 because I don't want him to ship me a portal that I don't need. Like that's where my mind would go. Like, I don't want another portal, and I think that that's part of the problem. Like, people have the portals they need and want. They're collecting the figures. They're not collecting portals. Um, and like, everybody only needs one portal, really. Especially if you have a trap team portal, like, you can use that for all 6 games. So I don't know. All right. Getting into the final bag here. There's not a whole lot of figures in here. Well, I mean, about as much as the last bag, I guess. So we got our volcanic eruptor. And a legendary light core grim creeper. This is the other way I remember which one is light core and which one isn't, because the legendary is. So that sports the same pose as the standard light core. Always made it an easy way for me to remember too. Cam style program. What does the fire yawn trap look like in the game? I mean, it looks like a fire yawn trap. I mean, they all look exactly like the traps in the game. I don't know how else to explain it. We got ourselves the Tower of Time, along with Shipwreck Island. Got a light core wham shell. There is Dark Ninja Stealth Elf. There's another variant that hasn't been used, but it's wearing that volcano hat. They really love that volcano hat. Got ourselves the Platinum Sheep. The Archean Crossbow. It's one we haven't seen in the shop in a little while either. Jolly Bumbleblast. Along with all his partners, got the Light Core Bumbleblast. We already had Series 1. So I got all 3 Bumbleblast figures in there. There is Springtime Trigger Happy. Dark Slobbertooth. There's the Groove Machine. A Light Core Warnado. Oh man, there's our purple Rattleshake. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. There's a Sky Diamond and the Battle Hammer. There's our standard light core Grim Creeper. Got our dark Series 3 Mega Ram Spyro. Our enchanted light core Star Strike. Light core Countdown. Light core Smolder Dash. I don't like the purple on the Rattleshake. No, I don't like the purple. Like, I'll put it on my standard Rattleshake because, you know, okay, fine, I'll give it the boost. But I really don't like it on Quick Draw Rattleshake. That's where I draw the line, because Quick Draw Rattleshake is the best in-game variant, and I really like his color scheme, and I really like everything about him. And then you go and turn him purple. I'm like, why would you do that? He was perfect already. Like, why would you go and color him purple? No, thank you. All right, there is Light Core Star Strike, standard version. Got our kickoff countdown. Legendary Zulu. Fiery Forge. Light Core Flashwing. As I was saying, the infamous Swap Force portal that everybody has. This one in particular for Nintendo PlayStation. I have way too many of those. And then I'll finish this off. So anybody who doesn't want to hang around for the resetting stage, you can go do what you need to do for the rest of the day. But there we go. This is the reason for this lot. We got another UFO hat. Now, you may notice this one looks a little bit different than my UFO hat. It looks a little bit different than the UFO hat that we sold recently at auction. But you can see down here with the PEGI rating, this comes from Europe, maybe specifically the UK even. I forget. So the card itself is a little bit different. It is still like the pre-order card. It does still have the chip in it. Here, I can even. This is another reason I stayed in Trap Team, so I can show you this right away. There's a UFO hat. So, yes, we have another UFO hat. It will be going up for auction at some point. But yeah, there it is. There it is. So you can prepare your wallets for that if that's something you're interested in. But we got another one. We got another one. Yeah, Cody, exactly. And that's why I always tell people, like, if you want to put the soul gem on, the purple skin on a Rattleshake, do it on the standard one. Don't do it on quick draw. Like, he's powerful enough without it. You don't need it. Keep the look. All right. So that is the entirety of the unboxing, and if I'm not mistaken, that is a complete, minus chase variants, that is a complete set of Swap Force figures. So we got all the standard figures and all the in-game variants. So There you go. There you go. Plus a UFO hat. I mean, I also got the game for Wii U, Swap Force for Wii U, so that'll go in the shop too. But yeah, that's it today. That was that entire box that I showed off. So um, it was well packed, and I can see these figures. Like I said, were very well cared for. Um, this guy obviously played with them because these characters are maxed out, but it was an adult collector. You get the feeling, um, and I'm very happy with it, especially since the way swappers have been selling, and you get some of the harder to find core figures that we haven't seen in a while, Scratch and Hot Dog in there, and even some of the mid-range stuff like another Jetvac, which I know people are looking for, and some of the light cores and some of the in-game variants, or even like camo doesn't show up all that often. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I hope there's something in there you can use, even if it's just the UFO hat. But G-Man, yeah. So I've already unboxed some other stuff off camera this week. The Wednesdays are going to be my only live unboxing now, moving forward. So just one live unboxing on Wednesdays. Everything else will be off camera, but there will be the recap video of everything I unbox. That will show up on Friday or Saturday. It's usually been Saturday morning before the shop update. And so you'll be able to get a preview of everything that I've unboxed throughout the week. So that way you'll still know before the update what's coming, but you won't have to watch a 1, 2, 3, 4 hour live stream or multiple different live streams throughout the week. You can watch like a 10-minute video and see everything. And I feel that has been performing better and helping more people. So as for more boxes this week, like I said, I don't have any more in my possession currently. I have some on the way. Actually, I think there was one that was delivered to my UPS box today. So I'll probably go pick that up. And then I have a couple more that are theoretically going to arrive on Friday. So I can probably unbox some of those before the shop update on Saturday. But I can't guarantee anything at this point, just because, like I said, my lack of shopping the first 2 weeks in January is catching up with me, and I just ran out of boxes to open up. So we'll be getting back on track the next week or two. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. There's that enchanted Star Strike turning blue. Remember, if you take this figure out in the sun, it'll turn blue, just like it does in the game. Someone had a lot of fun with that one. All right. Courtney, nicely done. 334 Skylanders for $341. That's right around my price point. Dollar a figure. Can't pass that up. Obsession, welcome. So for anyone who got here late, I can tell you exactly what we unboxed today. We unboxed Swap Force. The entirety of Swap Force minus the chase variants. So all the standard figures, all the in-game variants, we got them all. including the light cores, including, Doomstone Scratch and Hot Dog, Firebone Hot Dog. We got them, and we got a UFO hat. Of course, the UFO hat is probably the biggest item there, but we got it all. Got it all. So that all, minus the UFO hat. So that'll all go to the shop this weekend on Saturday. Can plan for that. Unfortunately, of course, I only have one of every figure. No duplicates in this lot. Sevenfold, yes, this was completely just Swap Force. All the swappers, all the cores, all the light cores, all the in-game variants. So a lot of Swap Force, but just Swap Force. That's how this lot was being sold specifically, was here's my Swap Force collection. And I bought it. Well, that's a different hat. Decided to not go with the volcano hat. Okay. So yeah, the rest of the stream is just going to be me resetting these figures. Like I said, it's easy to tell you what I got today, so I understand if you don't want to hang around. But otherwise, yeah, I'm here to chat Skylanders and whatnot. If you have questions about auctions or things like that, I'll be happy to answer them. But otherwise, yeah, super chill stream. We'll be done in like, I don't know, 30 minutes. Now I got through the actual swappers that are a pain to reset. Like I said, I had Trap Team in the console already. Figured I'd just keep it here because I knew I was only getting Swap Force today. So I can reset them all in Trap Team, and I can check on the magic items right away. So I don't have to switch games back and forth just for the magic items. I could show off that UFO hat right away too. Because I want to test that and make sure it works. Marius, SEO Matt forever. Thank you. As long as I can. As long as there's Skylanders to buy and sell and talk about, I'll be here to do that. Smash, comment, and like. Yeah. Subscribe, comment, and like. Martin. SCL. Subscribe, comment, and like. One of the best realizations from the community. Completely unintentional when I created the SCL brand. It was 100% Skylanders character list. That's SCL. But thank you, YouTube, and thank you, social media, for coming up with subscribe, comment, and like. SCL. Love it. I love it. So if you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel, leave a comment, let YouTube know that you like this content and you want to see more. Can help me find more like-minded people like you who like Skylanders, like unboxings, like all of this stuff. And we keep the good times going. Oh, there we go. Smashing the subscribe button. Stump smash the subscribe button, remember. All right, I think we made it through all the swappers and almost all the variants now. Just the last two light cores here. Then we'll just be on. Oh wait, I forgot those variants. We're almost down to just the core figures. Suppose we can get the magic items out of the way too, since I'm already down on that game. So it looks like he just traded the 3 unique hats for these figures. Like Springtime Trigger Happy unlocks a hat. Kickoff Countdown unlocks his own hat, and Jolly Bumble Blast unlocks a hat. And he like rotated those 3 hats for those characters. There you go. There's the bunny hat that's supposed to come with Springtime Trigger Happy. All right, all the magic items work. We're good there. Zentron just fixed up an auction figure you got. Looks good as new. That's what I like to hear. Yeah. Like I said, that a lot of the damaged figures that I sell at auction are simple fixes. I understand that. But as I've told multiple people, I'm not in the business of fixing figures. Like with all the damaged figures I get, if I took the time to fix them all, that'd eat up another, you know, few hours every week. And I have like people want more figures and people want more video content and people want like all this other stuff. Like I only have so much time in the day. So there are certain things I just need to say no to sometimes. And sometimes that's things like repairing figures. And I would rather sell it to you broken so you know that it's broken as opposed to me trying to fix a figure and pawning it off as new or fix a figure and then have to clarify. Although you see no damage here, this once was broken and like that becomes a lot to take care of. And then if it does break again, like during shipment, like that's a whole nother animal to tackle. It's like, what do you do then? So yeah, I'd prefer honestly to sell them to you broken or damaged. Um, and if you want to fix them, you're more than welcome to. But that's not something that I'm going to do ahead of time. Cody, if I were to have any Skylander be my friend in real life, who would it be? Why not Camo? He's my favorite Skylander. Might be a little bit weird since he's more like a like a dog or a lizard, as opposed to some of the other ones who you can maybe have a more coherent conversation with. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like Camo though. Wouldn't Camo attack your Chaos figure? Sure. I'm sure he would. He's just trying to do his job. Protect me from chaos. Can't be too mad about that, right? Marius, yeah, there is a Skylander, right? There's plenty of Skylanders I don't own. So I think you're a little bit newer around here, I'm guessing. So it's my collection used to be a lot bigger than it is today. A few years ago, I thought I was never going to get back into Skylanders. I didn't think they would still be a thing. So I sold off a large portion of my collection, and I only kept um, the first appearance of every character. So I kept like all the Series 1 characters for the first 4 games, kept all the Superchargers and all the Imaginators. But all the reposes I sold off, all of the in-game variants I sold off, except for a handful of my favorites. And some of the really rare chase variants that I owned, but I did sell off some of them, which I regret. Um, so yeah, my collection is maybe half of what it used to be. Slowly rebuilding over time. I've had some people donate some figures specifically to be added to my collection. Um, so that was nice. Whether they were chase variants like that Snowbright Stormblade up there, or I had someone send me about a dozen in-game variants that I had sold off at one point, and they're like, "Yeah, keep these for your collection. Don't put them in the shop." Fine, I can do that. I can do that. So I'll slowly rebuild my collection over time, but yeah, there are plenty of Skylanders that are not currently in my collection. Um, I've had a lot of them pass through my hands, but my focus right now is not my own collection. My focus is helping you complete your collection. So I buy the Skylanders, sell them in large lots, and sell them back to you individually. So you can just get what you want, what you need, and you don't have to deal with all the extra figures. Courtney, yeah, I saw that. Tom officially retired yesterday. Officially official this time. We'll see how that goes. Martin, any plans on a Super Saturday in the future? I don't have anything planned right now. I don't know when a good time for like they've always kind of been like during like to celebrate something usually or to whether it's a holiday or something going on the site or a milestone we hit or something. Like I'll have to think about it and see what we want to do with that. But yeah, I mean there'll be more Super Saturdays in the future, but I just don't know when that would be or why or what or we'll have to figure it out. We'll figure something out. Um yeah, Stormblade's amazing. Camo's awesome. Yep, yep, yep. Oh yeah, G-Man, you're definitely not the only one who has sold off some Skylanders. There have been plenty of people I've talked to and customers at the shop and such, and told me they sold off their entire collection, and that's why they're back building it up. Um, so yeah, you're definitely not the only one, but we're all back here now, so we're building together. Power Ranger Anthony. So this is the end of the stream. I'm done unboxing already. Just finishing up with the resetting here. Um, today's lot is very simple to explain. It was the entirety of Swap Force. So all of the swappers, including the in-game variants, all of the core figures, including the in-game variants, um, all of the level packs and battle packs, all those pieces. Um, and then we even got a UFO hat. So we got another UFO hat. So that'll be coming to auction eventually. But yeah, I'd say it was a pretty good day. Yeah, I mean, so if you're I mean, all of the standard figures, all of the in-game variants. Um, so that includes Doomstone and Scratch and Firebone Hot Dog for standard figures. Like I said, all the in-game variants. So Nitro, Paranitros, Legendaries, the Dark figures, the holiday variants. That they're all in there. Martin, yeah, I mean, I'll probably do something for the 10-year anniversary of Giants, but that's many, many months away. I figure I'd do something before that. I just don't know when. Like this, I've done 2 Super Saturdays up to this point in, like I said, like 8 or 9 months. So I could see me doing that like every 3 or 4 months or so. Do it 3 or 4 times a year. I just have to find the time. Yeah, we got like 7 figures left to go through. Reset here. That'll be it for this stream. So, relatively short stream. That's what we do nowadays. Wednesday live unboxings. I will get the auction preview video up later today. So you know what's coming up in the auctions. So we have our VIP auction on Thursday, tomorrow. And then we will have the public auction on Friday, as usual. We'll have the shop update on Saturday, along with the shop update video on Saturday morning. So, got all that stuff going on this week yet. Something to look forward to. This is the busy half of the week. The first few days are a little lighter on content most of the time. Bryce, what's the most breakable figure in my opinion? I mean, just from figures that I've seen break most often, um, it's the female core figures is the easiest way to explain it. So like Hex and Chill, like Hex is usually what I put up as number one. Chill is very close. Deja Vu, they have very thin limbs, and so their arms and their necks break a lot. Um, so those are the ones I see damage the most. But then you have like Snapshot. You'd be surprised how many broken snapshots you see. And now it's not his body necessarily, but his bow breaks. It snaps off all the time. Um, and a lot of the Traptanium weapons, honestly, are a little bit more fragile than I would like. But yeah, if I have to give you one figure, I say Hex. Especially Series 1, you see a lot, but even Light Core Hex then as well. And believe it or not, Series 2 Hex has a lot of points of damage as well. It's not necessarily the arms and the head so much as the other bits that are the like ghostly skulls that are supposed to be like floating around her body. Those tend to fall off. So Hex is definitely my top answer, but there's a few other ones that are close. Yeah, Damon, you agree with Hex? Yeah. It's unfortunate, but true. Yeah, Martin, that the silhouette challenge for Skylanders that exactly, it was fun, but turned out to be a lot easier than I anticipated. I really didn't know if it'd be a challenge or not for some people. It turns out you're all really good at identifying your Skylanders. All right. Well, that is the final figure. So I think we're going to wrap this up here today. So once again, stay tuned for the auction preview video later tonight. The VIP auctions then on Thursday, the public auction on Friday, and the shop update on Saturday. All of that coming up later this week. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I will talk to you all soon, and have a good week.